Operational aspects of buying versus leasing a car for business in Canada. Maintenance responsibilities. When it comes to maintenance responsibilities, buying a car for business means that the owner is responsible for all maintenance and repair costs. This can be a significant expense, especially for older vehicles. On the other hand, when leasing a car for business, the leasing company is usually responsible for maintenance and repair costs. This can be a significant advantage for businesses that want to avoid unexpected expenses. Mileage limitations. When leasing a car for business, there are usually mileage limitations that must be followed. If the business exceeds the mileage limit, it will be required to pay extra fees. This can be a significant disadvantage for businesses that require a lot of driving. On the other hand, when buying a car for business, there are no mileage limitations. The business can use the vehicle as much as required without having to worry about extra fees. Lease contract terms. Lease contracts typically have strict terms, and businesses must adhere to these terms to avoid penalties. For example, the business may be required to maintain the vehicle in a specific condition, or it may be required to return the vehicle at the end of the lease term in a specific condition. This can be a significant disadvantage for businesses that require a lot of flexibility. On the other hand, when buying a car for business, there are no strict terms to follow. The business can use the vehicle as required without having to worry about penalties. In conclusion, operational aspects play a significant role in deciding whether to buy or lease a car for business in Canada. Businesses must consider maintenance responsibilities, mileage limitations, and lease contract terms before making a decision. End of term options. When the lease term ends, lessees have several options to choose from. In this section, we will discuss the 3 most common end-of-term options for leased vehicles in Canada. Buyout opportunities. One option that lessees have is to purchase the vehicle at the end of the lease term. This is called a buyout and is a good option for those who have grown attached to their vehicle or feel that it has retained its value. It is important to note that the buyout price is predetermined at the beginning of the lease term and is based on the residual value of the vehicle. Lease return process. Another option for lessees is to return the vehicle to the dealership at the end of the lease term. This is called a lease return and involves a few steps. Lessees should ensure that the vehicle is in good condition and has not exceeded the mileage limit outlined in the lease agreement. They should also remove any personal belongings from the vehicle and return it to the dealership with all of the necessary documentation. Vehicle upgrade possibilities. Finally, lessees have the option to upgrade to a new vehicle at the end of the lease term. This is a good option for those who want to drive a new vehicle every few years and avoid the hassle of selling or trading in their current vehicle. Lessees should speak to their dealership about their upgrade options and any associated costs. In conclusion, lessees have several end-of-term options to choose from when leasing a vehicle in Canada. It is important to carefully consider these options and choose the one that best suits their needs and budget. We are here to help. Visit us at www.theaccountingandtax.com or call 416-283-8774 if you have any questions.